Obviously, I'm also an activist. Uh, I'm a vegan chef. I run a little plant-based cafe in Iowa. Um, Activism-wise, I run a farm animal rescue transport situation with one of my best friends called Two Girls, One Truck, where we do a lot of taking animals from bad situations and taking them to sanctuaries. So we drive all across the country doing that, and it's really fun. I got into meditation as sort of a way to deal with that stress, and then actually just this last year decided to do meditation teacher training and got certified to do that because it's something that I'm really passionate about now. So thank you guys for joining me to meditate today. I'm going to talk a little bit about why meditation and different ways to go about it. And then we're going to dive into a guided meditation. And then at the end, I will answer any questions you have, or if you want to learn a little bit more about different techniques that might work better for you, we can talk about that. We'll have a grand old time. So, as animal activists, right? I know that we see so much hurt, right? And we see all of this suffering, and we can get really stuck in it. We can hold on to that for too long, and we can wind up with, compassion fatigue, burnout, which is like emotional and physical exhaustion. I saw somebody described compassion fatigue as the price of caring for others, and I thought that was really interesting. But we see a lot of hard stuff, right, as vegan activists, and we have a tendency to hold on to that. It is trauma, and we hold on to that, especially in the body. So tonight, the meditation we're going to do is like a guided body scan to really release all of that we're holding on to. For me, meditation is a way to kind of like deal with some of those emotions that come up through activism, right? Because it can be hard. We can get angry, we can get sad, and it can just hurt. So it's difficult. So I, for the longest time, was leaning into drinks, vodka instead, to handle all of that we put on our shoulders when we're trying to do whatever we can for animals. And so meditation has become my self-care, and I think it's so important for activists especially to have a really solid self-care plan to avoid that burnout, that compassion fatigue. And obviously self-care can look like a lot of things, but meditation is sort of my self-care of choice. And you might find, like, maybe this is your first time meditating, and after this guided meditation you're like, meditation's not for me. That's totally fine. I would love to tell you about some different techniques if you feel that way, or we could even talk about other ways of self-care. There's a lot of different kinds of meditation as well. There is something for everyone. I feel like people think of meditation as like this shutting off your brain, but that's not what we're doing here. It's retraining of your focus. And there are different types of meditation, right? What we're going to do today is a focused meditation where we really train our thoughts and think about what we want to think about, which is a good place for especially beginners to start. There's also a kind of meditation that's called open monitoring, and that's where you're just kind of observing the self. But I feel like that one, it's good to master the focus. Maybe not master, but be comfortable in the focused meditations before leaning into the open monitoring. And there are a ton of benefits to meditation. Like, I love that there's more scientific studies being done here about meditation too, because then we have this scientific evidence that meditation can reduce stress, can help control anxiety, helps with emotional health in general, being able to process some of those feelings. I say a lot, feel the feeling, but don't become it. And what I mean when I say that is, it's okay to feel the feelings that we feel when we're doing this activism, but don't hold on to it. Don't become it, right? Feel it, understand where it's coming from and why it's happening, and then give yourself permission to let that go. So feel that emotion, but don't become it. And I say that all the time. Meditation also, it can enhance self-awareness, help lengthen your attention span. It's been shown to reduce age-related memory loss, fight addiction, which I think I mentioned before that, previously my way of self-care, it wasn't self-care, but way of dealing with the heaviness of vegan activism was with drinking, and through meditation, I don't anymore. I've been sober completely since really diving into a meditation practice. So it can help fight addictions, improve your sleep, control pain, decrease blood pressure, and all of these things are scientifically proven that meditation can help with these. So I am a big advocate for a meditation practice. And incorporating a meditation practice into your day-to-day can look like a lot of things, right? Maybe to start with, maybe you can do 5 minutes a day. Or I have one student who sets a timer on their phone for every hour, and every hour they do a 1-minute meditation. And even just taking 1 minute to stop and focus on your breathing has been proven to be so beneficial. So I really believe that there is an accessible meditation practice for everybody. And after we do our meditation, if you want to dig into kind of what that might look like for you, I am so here for that. Let's talk about it. Because like I mentioned, there's a lot of different techniques. The one we're going to do today, a body scan, is my favorite. It's kind of like connecting mind and body and really relaxing and releasing the tension and stress you're holding on to. There's also mantra meditation, where you pick a mantra and you are repeating that to yourself, believing what you're saying, really focusing on those words. You can turn a walk into a meditation, focusing on all the sensations in your feet with each step. Breath meditation. It's exactly what it sounds like, just focusing on feeling your breath, those inhales and exhales. You can do chakra meditations, loving kindness, self-love. There are a ton of techniques, like endless. So we can definitely find something that works well for you. Does anybody, I feel like I just threw a lot of information at you. Does anybody have any questions in general about some of the benefits of that we talked about, or maybe like that open monitoring versus focused meditation? Or if you have some general meditation questions, feel free to throw them out, or we can tackle those at the end. But I don't want you to forget them, because you're going to be very relaxed at the end of this, hopefully. That's the goal. Maybe you could throw them into the chat before we lean in. I do see messages in the chat. That is super powerful. Yeah, feel the feeling, don't become it. I love that you liked that. I say that over and over again. And in this body scan, because we do hold on to traumas in the body, it's possible that at some point in this meditation, you're going to feel some emotions. You might feel, you might get a little sad. You could even feel a little angry. And in those moments, come back to that, feel the emotion, but don't become it. Think of why, like, where is this emotion coming from? Why? And give yourself permission to release it. So if you guys are ready, we can dive into meditation. I do want to do a little simple breath work with you. It's just something that kind of prepares your mind for meditation and is really calming and balancing. Are you guys down for just a little bit of breath work? Feel free to, like, I don't know, throw a thumbs up or talk. If you want to turn on your camera, you can do that. I'm going to take that as nobody has any objections to breath work. Okay. So what we're going to do is a simple little alternate nostril breathing. Does anybody? No, we're not gonna retain our breath just to make life easier. So this is super simple. It's alternate nostril breathing. We're just gonna use our pointer finger and our thumb so we can plug different sides of our nose. And how this is gonna work is we're gonna take a deep breath in, and then we're gonna plug the right side of our nose, exhale completely out the left, and then we're gonna inhale through the left side of our nose, switch to exhale from the right, and then inhale again through the right, switch to exhale through the left, then inhale through the left. Does that make sense? Let me know. Speak now if you have questions, or forever hold your peace. And I will do some counts for you. So I like to do a count of 5 to this for the inhales and exhales. So nice slow exhale. Don't just blow everything out slowly. And like I mentioned before, this breath is balancing and it just helps prepare us for meditation. So let's start taking a couple of deep breaths in and out through your nose. And on your next inhale, plug the right side of your nose and exhale fully out the left. And once you exhale fully out the left side of the nose, we're going to breathe in through the left to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch to release your right nostril and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale through the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plug your nose to release the left and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plug and release the right. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do a few more. Inhale to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plug and release the left side to exhale to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plug the left to release the right to exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plug the right, release the left to exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take one more inhale through the left and then release and exhale as you wish. So that's just a really simple breath. Like I mentioned before, it is balancing. Doing it without actually doing it made my nose tickle. So I feel much calmer already. Good. It is a calming breath. That one's a good one to have on hold. If you're starting to feel anxious, do a little alternate nostril breathing. So if you guys are ready, we are going to dive into this meditation. So I'm going to guide you, but there are going to be some moments of silence. And during that time, it's a little bit of a challenge to see if you can rein your thoughts back into the body and to the breath, because your mind's going to wander. That happens. But just always guide it back to the body, always guide it back to the breath, kindly and gently. For this meditation, I like to be laying down on the ground, like laying on your back. You don't need to be able to see me for this meditation. So if you can lay down on your back in a place where you can still hear me, I would lay down that way. Otherwise, you can sit in a chair with your back straight, feet flat on the floor, or if you want to sit cross-legged, that's okay too. Any way that's most comfortable for you. Just, try to have a straight spine, and you can relax your hands however comfortable. I am going to put on a little bit of background music because that is what I like to meditate with. So if somebody would be so kind as to tell me how loud we need to go. Can you guys hear that music and hear me, or is the music too loud? Nobody said too loud, so I'm going to assume that we're all right here. Okay, friends, we are going to lean into this meditation. Get in your comfortable spot. As you get comfortable, start taking deep, even inhales and exhales in and out through your nose. We're going to breathe through the nose for this entire meditation. Once you get comfortable with a straight spine, arms wherever feels best, we're going to bring our attention to the face. You're going to gently close your eyes and relax your face. Release your jaw. Let the tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Relax your forehead and your eyebrows and your cheeks. Keep breathing deep, even breaths in and out through the nose. We're going to feel and believe that with each inhale, we are bringing in a peaceful, calming air. And feel and believe that with each exhale, we are releasing stress and releasing tension, softening and relaxing our bodies further. On your next inhale, I want you to picture that peaceful, calming air as a bright light beginning to fill up your lungs. With each additional inhale, feel and visualize your lungs filling up with that light. Peaceful, calming, releasing and relaxing further with each exhale. Allow yourself permission to relax. On our next inhale, we're going to bring our attention now fully to our feet and our toes. Bring that light breath down to your feet. Visualize The light wrapping around all the spaces making up the feet and toes. Scan through your bones, your muscles, ligaments, skin, allowing yourself to completely relax this space. Scan each toe, the tops and bottoms of your feet, acknowledging all the intricacies of this space as in-depth as you wish. Remember during this practice that it's natural for your mind to wander. If you find yourself engaging in the thoughts passing by, just kindly guide yourself back to the body. With our next breath, we're going to move our awareness up into our ankles and our calves. Use that bright light of the breath to create space, allowing all of the muscles and the joints to completely relax. Release all the tension being held here. Scan into those muscles, joints, bones. Remember to continue deep, even breaths. Throughout this practice, I want you to really use that visualization of light in your breath. Fill up the body with this light. Use it to break up the tension and the stress that we are holding on to. Allow yourself to completely relax. We're going to pull our focus further up the legs into the knees and thighs. Again, using your breath to break up any tension you may discover along the way. If this tension release brings up any emotions, remember to feel the emotion, acknowledge it, but don't become it. Scan deep into the knee and thigh. Really visualize filling that muscle up with your breath, releasing all the stress in your joints. With your next exhale, see if you can soften a little further. Really allow your body to relax. Continue visualizing that bright, peaceful, calming air with each inhale. I want to remind you again that a wandering mind is natural. When you catch your focus drifting, kindly bring your awareness back to breath and body. We're going to move now into our hips and abdomen. Really breathe all the way down into your stomach, all the way down into your hips, creating space and dissolving tension. We're going to take some time exploring the abdomen. Take note of all the sensations felt here with each inhale and exhale. Locate and acknowledge as many organs as you can, even extending a thank you for their vital work. Using your breath and awareness to relax the stomach and joint area fully. Push yourself to scan into this space a little further, really visualizing the light of your breath filling the body completely. Using that breath to break up all the tension being held in the hips and the abdomen. From the abdomen, we're going to bring our awareness now down to the back. Take time to slowly scan up your spine, feeling each vertebrae, acknowledging the muscles of the back, allowing them to release completely, softening further into the mat or the chair, the ground beneath you. Take note of any areas in the back that may feel tighter than the rest. Visualize your breath creating space, releasing that stress and that tension, allowing your muscles to soften further. With your next inhale, bring all of your bright breath, all of your awareness into your chest. Feeling the expansion of your ribs with each inhale. Acknowledge the contractions with each exhale. Filling your lungs completely with that peaceful, calming air. As you scan through your chest space, acknowledge all of the sensations felt here. Take a moment to feel your heartbeat. Acknowledge each rib, each lung. Scan as deeply as you wish into the chest space as you continue breathing in peaceful, calm, bright air and exhaling tension and stress. As we continue moving through the body, bring all of your attention into the shoulders. Feel their movement with each breath. Allow them to soften and relax. We hold so much tension in the shoulders. Really visualize again the light of your breath breaking up that stress, breaking up that tension, allowing the shoulders to soften. From the shoulders, we're going to follow our scan down the arm, visualizing that light breath filling up the bicep and the elbow, acknowledging the muscles, bones, and ligaments here. Using that breath to break up all of the stress and tension. Continue moving your focus and awareness down the arm, through the forearm, the wrist, and the hand. Take time to scan up and down each finger, the palms, all the joints in your fingers and wrist. Using the deep, even inhales and exhales to release the tension completely. remind yourself not to engage with any of the thoughts passing by. To keep bringing your focus back to the breath and body. We're going to come up now to the neck and the head. Starting in the neck, feel your breath moving through the throat space, relaxing all the muscles here. Take note especially of the back of the neck where we carry so much tension. Use the visualization of the bright breath to break up all of that tension. Really allow those muscles to soften. You're going to visualize that light coming up all around your scalp. Releasing and relaxing. Coming down from the scalp, we're going to bring all of our awareness to the face again. Scan down from your forehead, releasing the eyebrows, the eyes, your cheeks, unclenching the jaw, the lips. We're going to come back into our breath, observing and feeling that peaceful, calming air flowing through our nose, inflating our lungs. On your next inhale, bring all of your awareness to the nose. Feel all of the sensations here with each inhale and exhale. Take note of any temperature changes, any feelings in the nose through the breath. Follow your breath from the nose into the throat space, noting all the sensations felt here. Again, expansions, contractions, temperature change. Follow that air further all the way down into your lungs. Really observe the flow of oxygen in through the nose, through the throat space, filling up the lungs completely. Take note of all of the sensations in the lungs, and the throat, and the nose with each exhale. Again, feeling and believing that we are inhaling peaceful, calming air and exhaling stress and tension. As we spend a few moments visualizing the breath, really push yourself to soften the body further, completely letting go of any tension. To continue taking even inhales and exhales, keep your eyes closed, but visualize the space that you're in. Beginning to ground and come back into the body. As we start to come out of this meditation, take a moment to thank yourself for allowing this mind and body connection. And know that this relaxation will stay with you long after this session. To keep breathing evenly, start to come back with small movements in the fingers and toes. Moving the wrists and ankles, waking up the body. Move the shoulders, the neck, the hips. Continue making small movements, breathing evenly. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes, stretch, and take all the time you need. You might need to do some full body stretches here. But my friends, you have just meditated for 30 minutes.
That was lovely. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you're all feeling great. This body scan is a pretty flexible modality. It's something you can do on your own, and it's something that there are a lot of recorded guided meditations for. In some of my classes, we take this body scan really deep, so far as to acknowledge our individual cells, but that takes a much longer amount of time, and there's a lot more quiet there. And so we try not to leave too much time for wandering minds today, just in case some folks were pretty new to meditation, because it can be hard to sit for a long time when you're first getting used to this practice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. You guys feel free to chat too. You can turn your mic on. If you guys have some questions about different techniques, or if you're facing challenges incorporating a technique into your daily routine, and you want to talk about some things that might work for you, let's do that. Don't be shy.
How do I force myself to make time to meditate?
My favorite thing is everybody should sit in meditation for 20 minutes a day. Unless you're too busy, then you should sit for an hour. The idea is that even 1 minute, like literally 1 minute of meditation every day is going to be beneficial for you. And so if you set an alarm on your phone, and at some point in the day, take 1 minute to take a step back and just focus on your breath, even focus on the flow of air in through your nose, your throat, your lungs. Take 1 minute to feel that breath. And then as you get comfortable in that minute, you'll find yourself going longer than a minute, and you can keep going. In the morning is a good time, or right before you're going to sleep is a good time to start incorporating that into your day. Sometimes even at work, if things get stressful at work, I'm all this can wait for 2 minutes and I'm going to go breathe. So yeah, just I'd say set an alarm. Set an alarm for some random time of the day, no matter what you're doing. Make yourself stop and breathe for a minute.
Thank you. That's actually very useful feedback because I enter things into my calendar all the time, but if I set an alarm with them, I actually remember.
There we go. Let's see. How often can we change the posture? Sometimes my feet can sleep, and then I stop meditating and focus on. Okay, so you know what? There's no rule to meditation that says you have to sit still. You can change the posture as often as you need to get back into a comfortable space for that meditation. If you find a way to sit for you that you can maintain that posture for a little while, stick with that. There's no right way to sit for your practice. So I'm sitting in a chair right now. Sometimes this is how I meditate: feet flat on the ground, arms just in my lap or whatever. Like I mentioned, for that one you can lay down on your back. It's really, there's no wrong way to sit or no wrong posture. So feel free to change how you're sitting as often as you need to, my friend. What other self-care other than meditation do you recommend? So self-care can look like a lot of things, right? I think, let's see, somebody said something after that. Let me see what that was. Affirmations are good. Yeah, telling yourself affirmations are great. I know some people will write affirmations on their mirror and repeat them in the morning. Things like, I am enough, I am kind, I have everything I need. that's a great way to do it. Even things like taking a bath or painting your nails or going for a walk are all ways of self-care. Anything that kind of makes you feel good, makes you feel calm, you could consider self-care. You could read a book, you could do crosswords. A lot of people I know like doing like the adult coloring books now. That's fun. That's a great method of self-care. Even making yourself a good meal, enjoying that, that's self-care. So there's a ton of possibilities. I'm trying to decide the best way to say that. Yeah, I think just like anything that makes you feel good, right, is self-care. Does this mean a hand is up? Is it Tannen? Is your hand up? Do you want to say something? Feel free.
Yes. I just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah.
It was good. And I think it's going to be super beneficial for Kyle. I think Kyle, like she said, a day, like literally 10 minutes when you wake up or 10 minutes before you go to bed, you could literally wake up and instead of moving right then and there, close your eyes again and evaluate everything she just did. You could do it for 30 minutes. You could do it for 10 minutes, but you can do it right when you just wake up. And you can write something down next to your computer, like a sticky note, if you have a sticky note, and write an affirmation. So every time you go to use your computer, you have a sticky note that you have to move off the screen to put over to the side. And you can write, I am making a change in the world, or I am changing the world. It's big, especially in this household. There's many meditations and there's many affirmations made in this house. The manifestations are real. The eclipse energy is strong. So absolutely. Thank you so much for doing this for everyone. And I think it's really going to help them and bring more vibrato and confidence to the group.
I hope so. My goal is for everybody to feel like meditation is accessible because there really are so many techniques and there's something for everyone. And if you, if any of you guys have questions about other techniques and you're maybe just not comfortable speaking in this group, you can send me a message too. Maybe I'll type I have an Instagram page for my little meditation classes. And so if you want, there we go. I sent it into the group. So if you want like any more guidance on different techniques, feel free to send me a message and I will do what I can. All of my meditation services on there are free. So if you want like a one-on-one, just send me a message and we'll schedule something. I'm more than happy to do that. Feel very strongly about people having accessible meditation options. So does anybody have any other questions? You want to share any stories or any techniques that you like? We're all ears. Otherwise, if nobody has any questions, we might be calling an early night.
Thank you so very much for joining us, Haley. I really appreciated it. And I feel guilty that I neglected to properly introduce you. So thank you for having introduced yourself. But it was truly wonderful. And I'm going to, in fact, rewatch this to make sure that I get more value from it. And I hope everyone found this exercise valuable. Something else I would like to note is not only is your t-shirt awesome, peace, love, and plants, but you are just a remarkably kind person and you're here out of the goodness of your heart. We aren't paying you anything. You just are very passionate about meditation. I'm so grateful you shared that with everyone tonight.
Yes, happy to. And I'm so serious too. Like if you want some one-on-one meditation sessions with different techniques, send me a message because I am like more than happy to do that with you. So Do not be kind. Do be kind. Don't be shy. We have another little message here. Been really struggling recently and not able to relax. This is, oh, good. I'm glad it was helpful. Thank you for coming. I like the one that we go to the galaxy. You got, oh yeah. That's a great meditation technique. Some people call those like sleep stories now, or like transcendental meditation. Those are fun. Yeah, that's just a branch of focused meditations. And thank you for liking my shirt. Looks like maybe that might be all of the things in the chat. Cool. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate you all showing up to meditate with me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Haley. And again, go to our website, go to projectanimalfreedom.org/shop. We have all sorts of awesome t-shirts. And Haley, do you mind if we share the recording of tonight's proceedings so other people can learn?
No, that's fine.
Thank you very much, Haley. Again, she's doing this out of the goodness of her heart. I'm so grateful that Amanda found you, and I'm glad that we held this event. It's going to be tremendous value not only to the people who joined us tonight, but the hundreds of people we'll reach by sharing this recording. So thank you very much, Haley.
Thank you, guys. Have a good rest of your night, everybody. Don't forget to take some time tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thank you, Haley. Bye, everyone.
Bye.